Now, in addition to the current products that are over the counter, we've also blended our own products as well. You'll notice on this category our 6-step methodology fiber fulfilled drink mix. This is a drink mix we've put together to help you meet your fiber requirement for the day. Now, you don't have to use it for the diet, but it's certainly there if you want to use it. It's basically a fruit drink that you mix in with an 8-ounce glass of water, and it tastes fantastic. It tastes like Kool-Aid and helps you fulfill your fiber requirement for the day. It's there if you want it. All right, let's move on to Category 2. So you've got the Category 1s down, which is the unlimited. Now we're going to move on to the Category 2s, which basically you get a limit of 2 servings a day. Any 2 that you want, but let's go over what's in a serving, okay? A medium-sized apple with the peel, or a medium-sized pear with the peel. You have to have the peel because that's where a lot of the fiber and the nutrients are. Oftentimes people think eating fruits is the same as having the fruit juice, which just is not the case. So when you have the fruit juice, even if you don't have added sugar, you're actually reducing the transit time of the nutrients in your stomach, which makes you hungrier quicker. In addition to that, you're preventing yourself from getting a lot of the fiber. Other fruits on the diet include a cup of strawberries, a cup of raspberries, 1 medium-sized grapefruit, and a cup of cantaloupe. Now these are the only fruits on the diet, and they're not interchangeable. They look random, but they've actually been very meticulously put together. Not all fruits are created equal, and you want to stick with fruits that are less glycemic. Certain fruit groups, like tropical fruits, tend to be very glycemic, and they really stimulate your insulin levels, and we want to really be very mindful of that and keep those down. So these are the only fruits that you're allowed during your weight loss phase of the diet. Whole wheat bread. Now when selecting whole wheat bread, you should make sure that the bread is no more than 50 calories per slice and that there's at least 2 to 3 grams of fiber per slice. Some of the brands which we've encountered which actually meet these criteria include Nature's Own white wheat, Nature's Own double fiber, Nature's Own 100% whole wheat, and Nature's Own honey wheat light. 1 slice is a serving. Half a cup of corn or half a cup of carrots. Now you notice that corn and carrots are not in the unlimited category. However, you do get them in Category 2 as half a cup. 1% low-fat milk or skim milk, 1 cup is a serving. Low-fat yogurt, 1 cup is a serving. Whole wheat pasta cooked, half a cup is a serving. Peanut butter, 2 tablespoons is a serving. Now, one caveat with peanut butter is it cannot be the low-fat peanut butter. It must be the regular branded peanut butter, like your regular Peter Pan or regular Jif or regular organic. The reason we don't like the low-fat peanut butter is what they do is they take out a lot of the good fat, which is the mono and the polyunsaturated fats, which peanuts tend to be very rich in, and they replace those with sugar, and they make it look like it's actually good for you, but it's not. So stay away from the low-fat branded peanut butter. Stick with just the regular peanut butters. Nuts, basically any kind you want. Cashews, almonds, walnuts, basically 20, a handful will act as a serving for Category 2. Now, we've blended our own classic oatmeal mix, and the reason that we've done that is because we've inventoried our patients, and one of the biggest things our patients actually mentioned to us that they wanted is that they wanted more options for breakfast. So we went to the grocery stores and we actually looked at the oatmeals, and none of the oatmeals over the counter met our scrutiny for our diet. None of the Quaker brands or these newer higher fiber brands, even the steel cut oats, they're still too glycemic. They have not met our criteria for the diet. So the only oatmeal that meets our criteria is the one that we've put together. This is high in quality essential amino acids, very low glycemic index, high in fiber, and it tastes great. So if you want oatmeal, you have to stick with our brand. However, you don't have to use it. It's just another alternative that you have in Category 2. Okay? So the way that you do Category 2 is you basically pick any 2 in a day that you want, and then you're done for the day. So maybe one day you eat an apple and a pear. Then you're done for the day. Maybe another day you eat a cup of raspberries and say you have a cup of our oatmeal mix. Then you're done for the day. Maybe another day you have a slice of bread and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. That's basically how you do it. You pick any 2 that you want, mix it and match it to your greatest desire, and make it interesting for yourself. Okay? Let's move on to Category 3. Your Category 3 foods are the ones that are forbidden for the time being. Now keep in mind that we're on the weight loss phase of the diet, and once we get into the weight maintenance, we're going to bring some of these things back, but for the time being, they're going to really slow down your weight loss, so we're going to be very mindful of these and just try to get them out of sight, out of mind. So what's in Category 3? Any type of fruit juice, white bread, rice, French fries, potato chips, candy bars, potatoes, white pasta, regular soda, margarine, regular ketchup, table sugar, and popcorn. These are all very glycemic. They'll really work to stimulate your insulin levels, which we're trying to keep under control and low so that your fat cells can start melting away. So these have absolutely need to be forbidden during your first time on the diet. Okay? All right, so let's move on to category 4. This is your snack section of the diet. Now, you'll notice that we've done actually a lot of product development in this category, and the reason is this. We actually went to the grocery stores and we inventoried just about all of the snack items on the shelves, including these low-fat products as well as these low-carb products. And what we found was 90% of the stuff was not healthy for you and would not help you with weight loss. In fact, granola bars, which we often associate with being very healthy, are not. They're filled with high fructose corn syrup, they're filled with sugar, and they're not going to help you with weight loss at all. In addition, a number of these low-carb products which we found, they took out a lot of the sugar, which was great, which was fantastic. However, they replaced them with large quantities of sugar alcohols, which tend to be glycemic in and of themselves, not to mention they can make you bloated and give you diarrhea, and they were also not satiating people, so people were still very hungry, so we didn't like those as well. So we spent a lot of time, we put together our own product line, which is filled with, again, quality essential amino acids, very low glycemic index, high in fiber, and very good tasting. Now, this is a section that's constantly in flux. We're constantly looking at the grocery stores and screening new items so that we can get them in and put them on here if they're available. Currently, we've got a fudge graham bar, which happens to be my favorite one. It's fantastic. A chocolate peanut butter bar, a cinnamon bar. We've got a crunchy pretzel mix and a crunchy cheddar mix, which easily replaces popcorn if popcorn has ever been a fetish for you. We've got a couple shake mixes, a chocolate shake mix and a vanilla shake mix, and they're all available at our center if you want them. Now, a couple things over the counter actually did meet our scrutiny. One of these products include the Lindt 70% dark chocolate bar. This bar comes in a 100-gram bar, and basically 1/3 of the bar, or roughly 3.5 pieces, equal one category 4. I don't know if you're a fan of ice cream, but we recently inventoried the ice creams on the market, and this one here met our scrutiny. This is called Breyer's Carb Smart Almond Bar. Now, Breyer's makes a lot of other Carb Smart products, including an ice cream sandwich, ice cream cones. Those did not meet our scrutiny. Stick with this one, the almond bar, and believe me, it tastes just as good as it looks, and that has also met our scrutiny as a category 4. So the way that you do category 4 is basically, you just pick any 2 that you want in a day, and then you're done for the day. You can have them anytime as a snack, day or night. So for example, say one day you have a fudge graham bar, and you have the pretzel mix, then you're done for the day. Maybe another day you have the crunchy cheddar mix, then you're done for the day. Maybe another day you have a cinnamon bar and a Carb Smart almond bar, then you're done for the day. But you get the picture. Basically pick any 2 and then you're done. All right, so that's essentially the 6-step weight loss diet. No fancy tricks. It's very simple. You don't need a 500-page book on learning how to lose weight. Stick with the essential criteria as far as the categories go and you'll do fantastic. We try to keep it as simple as possible. All right, these next pages are just basically instructions on how to do the diet. We've just gone over it in depth just now. Feel free to use those as references. Now, we're going to go through 2 quick rules on the diet. First is that you must drink at least 64 ounces of water. And the reason is this. Fat cells we used to think were just these inert cells that just hung around our body and annoyed us because we didn't like the way that they looked. It turns out they're very metabolically active. They store hormones, they store trace metals, they store toxins. Now, as you lose weight and your fat cells begin to shrink, those are going to spill over into the blood, and we have to flush those out. So you need to get enough liquid in, 64 ounces of water or iced tea in a day. There's really no compromise on that. I really need you to do that. Otherwise, you'll start feeling headaches or dizziness as you lose weight. Second rule is you have to take our 6-step essentials fat burning supplement, okay?